Ms. Jessica Burks, Charge d'Affaires, the High Commission of Canada, Mr. Fred Bolliger, representing the United States Embassy here today, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Jones, Director of CARICOM Impacts, Mr. Gerardo Noto, Acting UN Resident Representative here in Trinidad and Tobago, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of National Security, Mr. Gary Joseph, all the heads of the divisions of national security, and let me in particular recognize the Acting Chief of Defense Staff, Brigadier General Francis, representatives, in fact, representing the Customs and Excise Division here today, representatives of the Airport Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, Ms. Bo Harris, Associate Program Management Officer of the UN ODC, members of the media, if in the House, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I too extend a warm welcome to all of you who are visiting with us here at National Security this morning, and where applicable, welcome to Trinidad and Tobago. As we gather here today to engage in the formalization of the relationship under the banner of AIRCOP. Since obtaining the approval of the Cabinet of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago to participate in AIRCOP, and that was had in June of 2021, we, the government, particularly the Ministry of National Security and the other collaborating agencies, have taken steps to ensure that we are in a position of readiness to implement this important project. We had done the same in respect of CEREMONY-Sept, and we approach this with great enthusiasm because just in the event that there's anyone who would hear this didn't understand the context, we live in a world where communication through airports, through seaports, the movement of goods and people is very critical to all of us in the world. Trade, cultural exchanges, vacations. In fact, I read some time ago, just to highlight the context, that prior to COVID, and it was the COVID-19 experience that highlighted what existed and really brought it sharply into focus. I read somewhere that at any one time over the United States of America, there would have been over 2,500 aircraft in the sky. And of course, with the closing of borders and the impact of COVID-19, all of that subsided. I trust it is building again in the world. So just to bring that context about the importance of airports in all of this. So we approach this task very enthusiastically, recognizing that our airport has been used and perhaps continues to be used by narco and gun traffickers and human traffickers and all other manners of criminals and criminal activity. Our airports and our seaports are used to their advantage. So we put together a very multi